So, you ask, brother, why must a man learn martial arts? You look upon the martial discipline and see a game like the terror sport of Muay Thai and Judo, some spectacle of skill, strength, and chaos. You say, why not just learn a fire weapon and shoot him where he stands? Learn to run fast. Let him beat you into bloody submission. Avoid the physical altercation altogether. Brother, in a perfect world, we would wish that every altercation would be a peaceful outcome. But it is not a perfect world, is it? The galaxy will stomp you to the ground when you least expect it. This is the way it is. A warrior from your world once said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." I hear your question, and I answer you with wisdom and experience, for I am your brother. I am Korban Khan of the White Scars, 3rd Battle Company. We are known for our swift hit and run tactics on the battlefield, and fearlessness in hand-to-hand combat. I say this to you, a man who does not prepare his hands for combat may one day bleed by one who does. The one who asked this has likely not seen the reality and truth of combat. He has not stood alone, weaponless, against a dangerous, obnoxious enemy who wants to put his fist through your skull, who wants to make an example out of you in front of the world, in a dark alley when you're walking home, minding your own business. He has not felt the instinct and years of training between himself and his fellow brothers. He has not smelled blood on his kimono, nor seen what it takes to protect life when danger sprints towards his path. In the White Scars, we are taught that a weapon is not merely a blade, bolter, or fists. It is you, your heart, your mind, your belief in your ability to defend yourself in hand-to-hand combat. Martial arts is not just a shield, it is a mirror that reflects the warrior within you. If you can see us, we are dangerous indeed, but that is as nothing to the peril you face if you cannot see us, and all you can hear is our laughter. So listen, Rider of Terra. Listen, man of this age, for you must train your body, not only for combat and how to defend yourself, but for the journey of life itself. Martial arts is sacred, not savage. It is only savagery if you use them in ways of chaos to hurt the innocent. That is heresy. And if you walk that path into anger and destruction, we, the White Scars, and every Astartes will deal with you. You may one day stand behind your kin at a gas station, a market, a corner of the street where normal men believe peace lives. And then, a heretic comes, a mad soul, a broken being corrupted by corn, a man who's angry and think he's the lord of battle, one who pushes and screams and bears no morals. Walking away is the best option, brother, but one that falls out the window and there is no other option but to defend yourself. You better be ready to stand your ground. Do not think of martial arts as mere killing craft. That is what the mindless believe. Martial arts training is the wisdom of movement, the control of your body and mind, the calming of the soul after boxing, sparring, and heavy grappling sessions, the control of your inner fire and aggression. That absence of your life problems diminish when you are faced with adversity in a martial arts gym. This is a special process, brother. You are forming a bond with your battle brothers that is unreplaceable. You are finding out who you really are as a space marine. In the Brotherhood, we train with fist, jiu-jitsu, boxing, pancration. These Terran arts are cousins to the disciplines of the White Scars. They teach footwork like the wind dance of the steppe. They teach leverage and top pressure like the Talon grip of the Carnodon. They are tools that will build your confidence and mental health. Martial arts training breeds calm, composed Astartes. When you learn the path of the blade, you fear less. You become less erratic, less prone to blind rage. That is the paradox. The man trained for war often seeks it least. When I train, I push my limits. I roll and strike until I'm exhausted. I feel the blood rush through my veins, the lungs strain. No outside forces of negativity enter my mind when I'm engaged in this activity. And the rush feels glorious, battle brother. In 2 hours of combat drills, you burn more than calories and weakness. It is purification, not just of the body, but of spirit. Strength rises, endurance builds, the lungs stretch, the heart pulses like a war drum. Your zeal to the Emperor becomes stronger, and your loved ones, your children, wives, battle brothers, the Imperium of Man. It is a safer place when you are capable of protecting and preserving the innocent. Why would you not chase that clarity? At minimum, train twice a week, heavy bag, footwork, watch YouTube videos on how to shadow box. Join a mixed martial arts gym, join a boxing gym, learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It is better to know it than not to know it. Your world is dangerous and violent, brother. You owe it to yourself to defend your vessel and all that you stand for. Your children deserve a father dangerous enough to defend them, because there are demons out there that wish to snatch their innocence. You're not trying to be the heavyweight champion, brother, but at least be competent enough to defend you and your family. Yes, people carry bolter pistols and rifles, and it's good to train with them and understand your self-defense laws. But chaos doesn't always show its form with weapons and bolter. Sometimes running will be no option. Sometimes you'll have to man up and fight, not just for your sake, but for the Emperor. Brother, what comes with learning martial arts is camaraderie, your bond with others on the same path, brotherhood, confidence. Your fear shrinks as your competence grows. Your health, your body thanks you in ways no medicine can replicate. Now, return to the gas station scenario. A man approaches. He reeks of madness, rot, and aggression. He wants your coin, maybe blood because you looked in his direction and he took it as a challenge. He is loud and unpredictable. What do you do? If you have trained, if you have spent hours working on your combinations and sparring with your battle brothers, sharpening your skills, then I say this to you: remain calm. Try to de-escalate with words. Back off slowly. Ignore, but never turn your back. It is always best to walk away from a heretic who wants to fight you on the streets, brother. But your world is chaotic and infected with egos that want to prove they can beat another man to the ground. Heresy. There is nothing masculine about fighting a random stranger in the streets over words. That's why it's so important to know how to defend yourself to preserve your life and exit any threatening situation. There is a quote from your world. It goes, "It is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war." Brother, the truth is, most men don't know how to fight. How many videos have you seen of cowards in your world posturing up, being loud? Then when the defender stands their ground, they turn into folding slop. Perhaps you slip around him. Perhaps you block his strike, hold him until aid arrives. Perhaps you end the threat with grace, not gore. The rear naked choke, the sleeper hold, the takedown to mount, the two-piece boulder fist. These are all known to us. They are clean and final. Too many of Terra's sons believe their weapons will protect them in every situation, or will save them in close quarters. But I say the mind is the true weapon. The training, the restraint. That is what separates the protector from the destroyer. Every situation is different around the galaxy. You may think, if I carry a bolter, I am ready. Not if you haven't practiced how to use it, brother. Avoid needless war. If you smell trouble, ride the wind the other way. If you see a place crawling with danger, do not swagger in with a mindset that cannot be touched. Because you can. Choose a different path. Use your awareness, brother. In the battle for the Garodon system, I faced a demon-possessed cultist aboard a void ship. The creature was unarmed, only claws and hate. I could not fire. The void would tear open. I had only my fists, only what my Khan taught me. I did not need a bolter. I needed my body, my knowledge of martial arts. I prevailed. That is the lesson, brother. Martial arts, your training, your mind and body, they go where your blade cannot. I say this with the fire of Nocturne and the clarity of ice from the peaks of Turgornis. If you do not train your sons to defend themselves, you are doing them a disservice. The galaxy is brutal. It does not coddle. Your child must know that size does not always protect. Skill does. Humility does. Confidence does. If your son has rolled with warriors, he will not pick fights. He will avoid them, for he knows what he is capable of. He'll also respect others. That is the true result of sharpening the blade. Not violence, but peace. You may abandon your resistance to fear, brother, but that will never go away. It can only be controlled. But you must always preserve your honor. And when your son or daughter faces darkness, they will not freeze. They will not fold. They will remember their training. Your decision to make them bully-proof. Your attention for their future survival. But if you do not give it, you leave them vulnerable to your world's legions of degenerate souls. I have been bloodied in the ring. I have been tested in the dueling circle. I have taken fists to my ribs, the boot to my skull. I have felt breath leave my lungs from a liver shot, and pain hum through my bones before tapping to an arm lock. And I have done the same to others. This tempers the ego. You do not seek conflict once you've known its cost. You do not start wars when you have already survived them. You do not hurt others when you know you can obliterate them. But if war finds you, brother, you'll be ready. That is the balance. That is the way of the White Scars. We are the lineage of Jagatai Khan. So train your art form, not just for pride, not just for strength, but to preserve your life and others around you. We are the White Scars. We ride fast, but we strike with purpose. For the Emperor, for the Khan, for you.
If you found strength in this video, then your duty is not done. Subscribe and share this message with your fellow battle brothers. For strength, for purpose, for the Emperor, and for you, brother.